Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's start again. Earlier we have studied chapter 1 of class 6 and now we are going to start chapter 2 of class 6. And the title of the chapter 2 is Components of Food. What is food? Anything that we eat, anything that a human and animal anyone eats is called food. Anything that's edible is food. Why do we need food? For the nutrition and the process of consuming nutrients required for the growth, development of body and to gain energy. So what are the main nutrients? There are multiple nutrients, but the main of them are fats, proteins and carbohydrates. In addition to them, there are other things that body requires, like water, salts, minerals, vitamins and fibers. To get all of these, we consume food. So it's clear why we consume food. So now let's start studying these components. Why do we need them? How does they affect our body? And in how much proportion do we need these nutrients? So it's going to be a long chapter, but let's try to record it in parts. So what are the types of food components? There are three types of foods. First one is energy giving foods like carbohydrates and fats. Anything, sorry. There are three types of foods that we need. It could be either energy giving foods, carbohydrates and fats. Anything we need to do, we need energy to do so. So for that we need enough carbohydrates and fats in our body. Then comes bodybuilding foods, proteins. As you are aware that every bodybuilder consume additional protein. And then comes protective foods that prevents diseases, that help us overcome diseases. So they are vitamins and minerals. Then comes carbohydrates. Then come carbohydrates. They are energy giving. Now we are going to study these one by one. So first one is carbohydrates. Grains such as rice, wheat, sugarcane, peas, beans, sabudana, etc., all gives us carbohydrates. Many fruits like banana, mango, and melon, and vegetables, all are good source of carbohydrates. So it's it's not hard to get carbohydrates in our diet. We can have it from anything, literally from anything. So there are forms of carbohydrates like cellulose, starch, sucrose, glucose, fructose. They are important carbohydrates found in food. Different food have different type of carbohydrate in it. So there is a cycle. Carbohydrates, they are made of sugar, starch and fiber. These sugar, starch, fiber, we consume them. These carbohydrates breaks down in our body in the form of glucose. So every carbohydrate that we consume goes in our body, converts in glucose, and it converts in glucose in our alimentary canal. After that, this glucose is converted into glycogen. This glycogen later stored, but this glycogen fuels our body. This glycogen acts as fuels that gives us energy to do various activities. And the most important thing is that brain uses most of it. So there are two types of carbohydrates. One is simple carbohydrates and second is complex carbohydrates. So Simple carbohydrates like fruits, honey, table sugar. We consume them and instantly we feel that we are energy. We feel energy instantly, mostly with table sugar. And then comes simple carbohydrates are sugar, and complex carbohydrates are called starch. So starch are plants store energy in the form of starch. Rice, wheat, corn, potato, bread. One of these contains starch, and we consume it, and it's complex carbohydrates. In plants product digestive system breaks it, convert it in glucose like starch comes in from the plant. We consume it. Digestive system will break starch and it will convert in glucose and then it will be absorbed in blood, and then it will give us energy. So, and as much as I think, it gets stored in the blood. So plant stores carbohydrates in form of starch. On the other hand, in animal or human, carbohydrates are stored in form of glycogen. As I have telling you earlier, that glycogen is being stored in our body. So we store it in the form of glycogen.